never them, everybody eating.
I ain't really got nothing too crazy on tour. You know, I'll be chill, I'll be laid back, out the way. Recently, me and my man L Bez, he was DJing for me. He couldn't make it out for this show that I got going on, but we was driving to Massachusetts during a snowstorm, and it was horrible. I mean, we seen about 6 cars off the road, 3 semi-trucks flipped over to the side, and I'm driving, and I'm driving a little old Nissan Rogue, and it's slippery, and I'm scared. Effing moment, that was almost an effing moment right there. But I can't let him know, so I'm just driving, and he see the car is sliding a little bit. He like, bro, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But yeah, that was a moment where I was like, man, I don't know, bro. We might just have to tell him we can't make it. But we made it. We got through, did our thing. For anyone that's never heard me before, man, I'm a flash from the past, man. I represent that early 2000, that Ruff Ryders, Rockefeller, Dipset, G-Unit, D-Block. I represent that era of when rappers just go up on Flex and Hot 97 and blaze it, go down in the basement and get crazy. You know, I try to bring full albums where it's sequenced correctly. It's gonna sound good. It's gonna sound like where I'm from. I'm a regional artist. I'm not gonna have music sound like I'm from Atlanta. My music's gonna sound like I'm from New York. And I'm from upstate New York, correct, you know what I'm saying? So that has this sound in itself. My approach to make each project feel like a chapter in my story is just being my authentic self in the now. You know, where I was at Everybody Eats, I wasn't at and Really Him. It was a different energy. Maybe I started talking about other things that I wanted to talk about on Everybody Eats that I didn't get a chance to. And the music that I got coming up, you're gonna see a lot more growth from where I'm at now than where I was 4 or 5 years ago. I'm hard, man. My beats is hard. They gonna bang. I'm gonna hit you with bars, metaphors. I'm gonna also sneak some life lessons in there. I'm gonna try to keep it as authentic as possible. We in 2025, and I think I'm a flashback of what like the early 2000s was, when rappers really rap and they really came with some substance. They came with something. I don't really. Certain things I don't talk about because I didn't live it, I didn't experience it, so you won't hear me talk about, you know, I had $1 million in the trunk writing down. I didn't have $1 million in the trunk, but you might hear me talk about working a 9 to 5 and clocking off and doing 12 hours a shift, then going home and being with my daughter and trying to get some money on the side, but I can't because I'm watching Coco Melon. I might say something like, you know what I mean? That's my reality. So what I look for in production is I gotta feel it. I don't be trying to chase a sound or what's trendy. I feel like music, I mean, it has its technical parts to it, but it's about feeling. You know what I mean? I always say like, it activates my soul, my melanin when I hear certain music, right? So that's the thing about production. As far as collaborations, working with different artists, it just gotta make sense for what I do. You know what I mean? When I hear an artist and I feel like they're really talented, they're really good, and we mesh well with styles, yeah, that's, you know, as far as collaborations, that's what will make me want to collaborate with somebody. If I was in the studio in the early 2000s, when the album was made, I would want to be in the studio with Jay-Z during the Blueprint. Blueprint 1, for sure. Early 2000s, yeah. Yeah, or not, Stillmatic. Them albums are like parallel. It's crazy how they so connected, but those were great albums. Stillmatic for sure, because how did he record Rewind? How did he write that? Like, MCs, I mean, you have rappers that duplicate and try to, but come on, Nas, you know what I mean? The most calculated move I made so far was getting in the room. I used to ask guys, yo, how did you get on Shade 4-5? Yo, how did you get this write-up? How did you do this? And shout out to my man Brad Pitt from out of Rochester. He said, bro, once you get in the room, you become of the room. Find out where it's at and just go. And I did that multiple times. Times that I went by myself, times I went with one other person. And I didn't know nobody there. I drove out of town, stepped in a room, and either people knew who I was and we formed, we start having conversations and building, or I might have walked out of there and nobody spoke to me, but maybe a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month later, I may come across somebody and somebody say, yo, bro, I respect you. I seen you. You was at the one spot. I know you drove 6 hours just to be here. Yo, I respect that. And that's the one thing that was probably the most strategic, is just getting up and getting out my comfort zone. The biggest transition for me coming from an artist to a CEO was stepping out front. Even when I was an artist, well, they said you have to be a great follower to be a leader. I never really cared to be the leader or the front of anything. I just wanted it to work because I understand that being part of a team is very important. When I did decide to stand out, it was really me being accountable for myself, because me doing my time, I had to look in the mirror and say, if I fail, I fail. So me stepping out was kind of just by way of God, just me saying, all right, I got to take control of the situation. I have to, spearhead whatever I'm trying to do. I can't blame nobody. Nobody's going to come to save me. God gave me a brain. God gave me a talent. And I'm going to just have to go figure my way to win, That's it. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy B.A. Bad, and you rocking with 247hh.com.